Hopefully jadi.
You want to cut it?
You know that, right? It's better if you cut it. It's like, because I'm very worried
my
about
heart's
that.
like,
Yes.
my heart is
The
racing
tongue
because I'm like,
jadiness.
if it doesn't, well, anyway, it's not in the shots. It's fine. Hi, I'm Urmila. Welcome to Urmi's Cakes and Cooks. Today I have my cousin Abhirami with me, and she's going to show us how to make her Nutella slice.
Okay, so basically we need butter, and then brown sugar.
Yeah.
And caster sugar, which I prefer. So the original recipe, the lady uses granulated sugar.
Okay.
But I like caster sugar. I don't like that crunchy bits in your cake, or I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
And then I replace the eggs with evaporated milk. And then there's just flour, which is sieved with baking soda and salt.
Okay.
And then it's got chocolate chips and Nutella.
So let's see how fast we can do this.
Okay, I mean, yeah, maybe not today, Today, because I can't, cheat on camera. So yeah, we'll run through the full thing.
Yeah.
So,
but what would be your way, like for someone who's busy?
Yeah.
What would be the way they can do it so that it can be done quickly? Like, what are your cheap ways? Like you were saying that you do it quickly.
Slightly microwave this actually.
Oh yeah. I do the same thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I know technically you're not supposed to, and it's not meant to. It's meant to alter the overall texture and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I want fast, and I don't have time. And
so you slightly soften the butter a bit in the microwave, 10 seconds.
By cheating. So today I did not, therefore a bit lengthier. But you can. I mean, if you want to cheat. And then just the sugars.
The brown sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar and the caster sugar. Yeah. So I've cut the sugar quite a bit because this is a really very, very incredibly sweet treat. Actually, it's got sugar, it's got chocolate chips, and it's got what do you call it? Nutella.
Yeah.
So I find that the original recipe, the sugar was like a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I cut it down quite a bit, and I think this is a sensible amount, lah.
The milk.
Yeah.
Thank you. Should I just put it slowly?
Yeah.
Because the butter's quite.
So yeah, if you did want to make it faster, it would be easier to just get the mixer, lah.
Yeah, I think if you have a handheld beater or a stand mixer, you can actually do the creaming of the butter and the sugar in the mixer and then incorporate the flour and all by hand if you prefer. But because that can be very messy, and especially the handheld mixer, when it's mixing on a really high speed, it actually activates the gluten too much and it'll make your slice too dense. Same thing for cakes and things.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
You can just soften the butter in the microwave for 10 or 20 seconds, not completely melt it, but just soften it a little bit so that it's easier to get the butter and sugar incorporated. Should I start adding the flour?
Yeah.
Oh.
3 teaspoons of vanilla.
We're adding the chocolate chips.
Thank you. So I actually use milk chocolate chips only because I like milk chocolate.
Oh.
So you can use like semi-sweet or dark or whatever. I mean, a lot of people actually prefer dark.
Dark, yeah.
But I like milk chocolate, so I just use
Right.
milk chocolate. But then I think it's so much about personal preference. Like, use what you like.
Yeah, and if people wanted to add like pecans or almonds or hazelnuts even, actually, those would be nice.
I think they would, yeah.
You can just chop
hazelnuts,
some
I think,
in.
especially.
Hazelnuts would be nice with the chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be more texture lah. For people who like more nutty desserts.
So you're dividing it in half because you're making
layering
a layer.
it, yeah. So I'm going to put, this is the base, and then I'm going to put a layer of Nutella. Yeah, and then another layer of the dough on top of that.
Do you want me to, with the Nutella, do you want me to put it in the microwave?
Yeah, I normally just microwave it for 30 seconds because otherwise it's really difficult as a
Yeah.
pour. So once it's warm and melty and you pour it in, then it's...
Should I do that now? Or?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. But I love watching this. Like this one, like a little bit like
That's
food
one.
porn. Yeah, see, it's like this whole cascading
Oh.
rivulets of Nutella. And as a description, I like that rivulets of
Rivulets.
Nutella. Yeah. So I just love watching the way it slow motion food porn.
Abhirami is actually a food writer, so she has all these wonderful ways of describing food. So it's really nice to listen to her talk about the food because she describes it so well.
Okay, and then you just add the bits on top. So it becomes messy because the Nutella is all warm, so it will all start spreading. Well, I'll just spread to the edge, and it all kind of fuses together anyway.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the mess, so that's why I like to make it, you know, the night before and let it set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the temperature for the oven and the time?
So it's 175 degrees and anywhere between 25 to 30, but I think depends on you. You figure out your own oven sensibilities or, you know, tantrums if it's a temperamental oven.
Yeah.
But I find that for my oven in particular that the 27-minute mark is where I've got it, like where I want it.
Yeah.
So I think people just have to experiment with their own ovens, and it will get a bit like crispier if you leave it for longer. So if you like that, then and you leave it for longer.
Yeah.
I like it a little bit more dense and moist.
Gooey and
inside,
chewy,
but the top, you know, will be a bit crusty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I like it. So that's how I do it. And you can see all the Nutella.
I know. I don't know if you can see
it's all
the Nutella. So now it's ready to go in the oven?
Yeah.
For 25 to...
25 to 30 minutes. Yeah. So I normally put for that 27.
That looks so good, Abhirami.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't really do the work. The oven did it, but thank you anyway. Yeah.
I feel like taking a spoon and just eating it, but
Yeah,
it's
it'll
too
be
hot right now.
no, it'll be hot and it'll be really kind of melty. The Nutella is very melty, so you could try. But what I always do is I actually make it typically the night before or the morning of an event if I'm doing it in the night.
Yeah.
And then I let it just sit for a few hours,
Yeah.
so that the Nutella settles and it's much easier to cut into it.
So that's what you've done for us here.
Yes, I did a Nigella,
Thankfully,
and I did it in advance. So
Thankfully,
that,
she did that so we can actually try some on screen.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would have had to wait for the next day. So which piece should I take?
Whichever one you feel like. My advice is the one with the most Nutella, if you can find one. Yeah.
Let's go.
So pick your poison. Hot decadence or cool decadence?
So chocolatey and nice. No, I can't talk. Probably get chocolate on my teeth.
Yeah, it is very rich and indulgent, and I think it's a very happy dessert. Like, you know, I mean, when you eat it, you kind of instantly feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got all these very simple ingredients that most people would just have like lying around or can go to buy quite easily.
Yeah.
But then you put them all together, and I think it's a really nice, happy dessert.
If it's already pre-made, how long can you keep it for?
I've kept it like for a few days. I normally refrigerate after that. So if I'm not serving it on the day, then I refrigerate.
So like about a week?
Or 3 to 4 days, I would say. I mean, it doesn't even last in my house, so I say 3 to
So
4
you
days
can't-
because
you
like
don't
that's
know.
the long. I think 3 days might have been the longest it lasted. So that's the timeline I'm giving you only in terms of realisticness because you know people will be eating.
Yeah.
Including yourself.
Thank you so much, Abhirami, for taking the time to share this video. with
No
me.
worries, Ramila. Thanks for having me show a recipe that, I learned how to make and then just kind of adapted and, now make quite a lot.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy cooking.